Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the title on waterbound macadam road. Here waterbound macadam road is constructed by laying multiple layers of crushed stone aggregate that are compacted and bound together using water. Okay. Here this type of road offer a cost effective and durable solution, especially of roads with low traffic volume. The method ensure good drainage and high load bearing capacity, and then the interlocking of stone aggregate contribute to the structural stability and reduce the risk of deformation under the load. Okay, here this one is material required for waterbound macadam road during the construction. The construction of waterbound macadam road involve coarse aggregate, screening of materials or fillers of materials, and a sustainable binders. And then coarse aggregate must be strong, durable, and free from flaky or elongated particle to ensure interlocking. And then the filler material help fill the voids between the aggregate and the binder, enhance the binding strength. Then finally, proper material gradation and quality control are essential for achieving a durable waterbound macadam road surfaces. Next one is the screening, that means the filler materials. In the screening materials are smaller sized aggregate used to fill the voids between coarse aggregate after compaction. These materials ensure a tight interlock and better binding. And then IRC, Indian Road Congress, recommended non-plastic materials like concrete, muram or gravel for screening to reduce the cost of roads. And then the standard grading for screening should be followed to maintain compaction quality and road performance. Next is the binding material. In the binding materials are applied over screening to further fill the voids and hold the aggregate in the places. And then plasticity index of binding materials must be less than 6. And then when screening like muram or gravel are used, separate binding material may not be necessary. Okay. Here this one is a construction procedure of waterbound macadam road. The construction of waterbound macadam roads follow a systematic procedure starting from preparing the foundation and a lateral conformation to laying, after that compacting aggregate, and then applying screening, and finally binding materials. Okay, each step must be carefully executed to ensure stability and longevity of the roads. Next one is the preparation of foundation for waterbound macadam roads. Here subgrade serves as a foundation layer supporting to the base, subbase and then wearing courses, and also it must be brought to the required level through necessary filling and cutting, and then surface is cleaned, uneven spot are corrected, and the entire subgrade is well compacted. Okay, and the next one is a provision for lateral confinement. Before laying waterbound macadam layers, lateral support is provided using earthen shoulders or retaining the structures. The shoulders must watch the thickness of waterbound macadam layers and be made of good quality soil. In areas where the soil is unstable or elevation is high, retaining wall may be used. Okay. And next one is a spreading of coarse aggregate. Here spreading of coarse aggregate are placed in heap along the road at interval and spread evenly using tools or machinery, and then thickness of each compacted layer is usually 75 mm for minor roads and up to 150 mm for major roads, and then templates are used to ensure correct profile, camper, gradient across the road structures. Okay. Here the next one is a rolling operation. After that, rolling is performed using vibratory or 3-wheeled roller weighed between 6 to 11 tons. It began from the edges and proceeded towards the centers. On the curve, rolling start from the inner edges. Okay, and then the purpose to compact the aggregate thoroughly and achieving interlocking. Finally, skilled operation is required to prevent the unevenness or surface damages. Here then the next one is application of screening. Screening are spread over the compacted aggregate to fill the voids. About half of the voids are filled with the screening and the rest with the binding materials. Okay, each layer is checked for uncompacted material which is removed by brooming method. And then sprinkling of water and grouting. Water is sprinkled on the compacted layer and followed by further rolling, which help to carry fine particle into the voids and ensure the tightness of pond. Okay, and the process is repeated until all the gaps are filled and the surface appeared well bounded. Okay, the next one is the application of binding materials. Here binding materials are spread in the layer over the surface and water is sprinkled before rolling. The roller wheels are kept wet to avoid sticking of materials. It's important. And the two or more layer binding material may be required, typically using stone dust or lime dust to achieve the smoothness of and compact surface of the road surface. The next one is the setting and drying surface. Here, after final rolling, the surface is left undistributed for least a day. Any uneven spot or depression are corrected using the screening and binding materials. Finally, the durability of surface can be enhanced by applying a bituminous layer to the top courses, which reduces weather related damages. Okay. The preparation of shoulders. As a road is being cured, shoulders are built adjacently while maintaining the proper slope with the earth filling activity. Okay, and then properly prepared shoulders provide additional stability and prevent lateral spreading on the road layers. Okay, and the advantages of waterbound macadam roads. Waterbound macadam roads are commonly economical and use locally available materials, and their construction does not require highly skilled laborers. Okay, it's the main advantages. When maintained properly, they can handle significant traffic volume up to 900 tons per day. Okay, this road are especially suitable for rural and low traffic areas. And then disadvantages of waterbound macadam roads, although cost effective, and then waterbound macadam roads require the frequent maintenance, especially compared to the bituminous road. Okay, they have a shorter lifespan and a more prone to damage from water and fast moving vehicle, and also poor drainage can lead to subgrade softening and surface disintegration over the time. Okay.